Takamoto, a biogas production farm in its startup phase targeting consumers in rural Kenya, is one among several social enterprises which has benefited from business training services.
The experience was very good. We got a lot out of it. We got both the training, which was useful, but much more than that, the networks, both with the other participants, entrepreneurs, but also into the wider community. As a small business, it's very difficult sometimes to find people who are willing to provide services to you because we don't have the capacity to go out and find them. But the GrubHub was able to, by bringing a lot of entrepreneurs together, they're able to link people in, and also when you go out looking for finance, they are able to bring people together and you can talk to them as a group.
Started a year ago, the GrubHub seeks to provide an environment where social entrepreneurs can be coached and mentored in a bid to accelerate growth of their ventures.
We're coming from a background where we really want to see Africa grow, and we know that much as IT and all these other good things that are happening encourage the growth of the economy and create employment opportunities, Africa is uniquely positioned in that the many problems that we face, either in the education sector or in health or in agriculture, are the opportunities that can actually create more employment opportunities for other people. So our focus on social entrepreneurship is more like how can we create a financial return and at the same time a huge social impact? How can we create change? How can we solve the most pressing problems that we are facing now, giving people a livelihood, but at the same time making money out of it? So it's not CSR, but it's really just taking it into entrepreneurs being more responsible, saying, I want to make money, but I also want to make an impact where I've improved lives, I've created employment opportunities, and depending on the different metrics that they come up with.
I mean, it's been really helpful. There's a lot of steps that you can bypass when you have local assistance, and the local assistance really helps you shorten your path to success, and also helps you access the right types of funding. It just makes a lot of things a lot easier, rather than having to figure everything out for yourself from scratch. So you kind of start on the back of someone who has 10, 15 years of experience, and that obviously shortens the process to success.
It also provides a platform allowing international firms to seamlessly set up entities in Kenya, riding on the increased interest by international investors.
We've seen partnerships develop. One of such partnerships is a furniture store called Bo Concept, which was a partnership between a Danish furniture store and Kenyan local partners who wanted to bring a different dynamic into, furniture that is more tailored toward the middle class and that is fitting their needs. There've been many other partnerships in agriculture where we've partnered different companies in producing better yogurt, better cheese. Partnerships where currently we have a software company that is outsourcing all the work from Denmark and it's being done in Kenya. So these partnerships have mainly gone towards building the local component, but as well adding value and creating more job opportunities.
A lot of it has to do with just a practical setup. So the formation of the company, finding the right partners in terms of banking, in terms of legal structures, in terms of getting the right employees as well, and making sure that that side of the business is in place. Practical things, I mean, you can see Bo Concept relies heavily on setting up the nice space that the retail space itself, and finding good suppliers to do that and reliable suppliers to do that is something that we've also seen. And then it's understanding the dynamics of how do you go to market in a market like Kenya that is vastly different from anything Bo Concept has done anywhere else in the world. This is the first Bo Concept store outside of, or in Africa, in sub-Saharan Africa. So Bo Concept has never tried to do anything in sub-Saharan Africa before. So having someone who understands the dynamics of how to go to market, who to choose in terms of your the right newspaper, the right TV station, the right radio station is something that is really valuable.
But what are some of the challenges social entrepreneurs encounter?
Many people have great ideas. They've conceptualized them in a great way, but they really haven't figured out how they're going to make money within the first year, within the second year, and also the whole aspect of how do I keep accountable for the money that I'm spending in my business so that by the time an investor comes in, I can actually justify that I've invested this much in my business. But overall, I think the interest is overwhelming. It's unlimited. That's what we're seeing. And people really are eager to want to know how they can take their businesses to the next level.
The Growth Hub allows companies like Takamoto to not only come up with problem-solving innovations, but also profitable business models.
It's our model is I think quite simple. Essentially, if a client comes to us and the client has let's say two cows or more and has access to water, they pay us a small installation fee, and we will install a biogas digester, a little bit like that one there, on their land. We'll pre-fill it. We'll give them everything they need to be able to cook within a week. So they get a stove, they get the digester, they get all the piping and so on. They then basically the system produces gas on an ongoing basis, and they use that gas for their cooking. You can also use it for lighting and heating water and so on, but we focus just on the cooking. And to pay for the gas, they have a unique account with us, a pay bill account with us, which is facilitated by Letitia, another social enterprise who, by the way, we met through the Growth Hub.
The deadline for achievement of the Millennium Development Goals is drawing closer, and increased focus on the MDGs will mean restructuring the way business is conducted. With incubation centers like the Growth Hub, social enterprises now have an opportunity to quickly start and scale up their entities.